Welcome back to the channel. Today we're looking at one of the most collected coins in American history, the Jefferson nickel, also known as the Monticello 5-cent coin. Even though these coins are common, a few rare dates, mint marks, and high-grade versions can sell for thousands at auctions. Some of these coins are so scarce that collectors compete fiercely to own them. Let's jump into the top 7 most valuable and expensive Jefferson nickels that could be hiding in your collection. Let's get started. First up, the 1943 Monticello 5-cent Jefferson nickel with the P mint mark, found in black circulated condition. This coin is not just a piece of money. It is a direct link to wartime history and a prized collectible that continues to gain attention in today's action market with impressive value potential. The Jefferson nickel series began in 1938 when it replaced the Buffalo nickel, introducing a bold new design that highlighted America's third president, Thomas Jefferson, along with his iconic home, Monticello. But during the 1940s, everything changed. The United States was deep in World War II, and the mint made major changes to coin compositions to support the war effort, including removing nickel from 5-cent coins because the metal was needed for weapons and military machinery. This is what makes the 1943 nickel so special. Unlike earlier and later Jefferson nickels, wartime nickels from 1942 to 1945 were made from a unique silver alloy. 35% silver, 56% copper, and 9% manganese. This gives the coin historic significance and metallurgical value that sets it apart from regular circulation coins. The obverse of the 1943 coin features Felix Schlag's portrait of Thomas Jefferson, reflecting strength and leadership. Even in black circulated condition, the design holds powerful presence, capturing the historic role Jefferson played in shaping American democracy. For collectors, the worn look actually enhances authenticity, proving this coin lived through real transactions during the war era. The reverse features Monticello, Jefferson's famous mansion, and one of the most recognizable architectural landmarks in the United States. The detail in this building is iconic to numismatics, and collectors value coins that retain strong visibility of the building's lines, pillars, and lettering even in circulated condition. One of the most important identifying features is the P mint mark above Monticello on the reverse. This is historic because these wartime nickels were the first U.S. coins ever to display a large mint mark above the building, making them easily distinguishable. The Philadelphia Mint rarely used mint marks before this era, so the P mark adds tremendous collectible appeal. The black circulated appearance of this coin tells a story of age, use, and oxidation, which naturally occurs on silver-based compositions. Instead of weakening the coin's appeal, the darker tone gives it a vintage, rugged character that stands out. Collectors appreciate originality, and this untouched patina shows that the coin has not been tampered with or polished. Wartime silver nickels are in high demand because they represent a limited minting period and contain precious metal content. The 1943 issue is especially desirable because it sits right in the middle of the war years, giving it both historical weight and strong collector attention. As time passes, surviving examples in any condition become more sought after. Another factor driving demand is that many wartime nickels were heavily circulated for decades before collectors realized their silver content. That means fewer high-grade examples exist today, and even circulated pieces remain valuable because they represent history that could not be replaced or reproduced. Every coin from this year has a unique story. The action market for silver wartime nickels continues to grow as collectors expand into pre-1950 U.S. coins. People are now seeking complete sets of worn nickels, and the 1943 P is a crucial piece. This creates competitive bidding, especially when sellers highlight year, mint mark, and original surface tone, which helps listings attract more buyers. When it comes to value, silver nickels carry multiple layers of interest: historical, collectible, and bullion-based value. While prices vary depending on condition, metal composition, and market demand, circulated 1943 P nickels often fetch strong prices because of both silver content and collector significance. Even worn coins hold value since they contain real precious metal. To maximize value, keeping the coin untouched is essential. Cleaning or polishing can remove original patina and reduce interest from serious collectors. Instead, Storing the coin safely in a protective holder ensures that its natural tone is preserved while preventing future oxidation or damage. For collectors who want to profit, selling through specialized coin platforms, auctions, or history-focused marketplaces can attract higher prices. Buyers searching for wartime memorabilia often pay more when the coin's story is highlighted, especially when you emphasize its role in supporting America's wartime economy. In conclusion, the 1943 Monticello 5-cent Jefferson nickel with the P Mint mark in black circulated condition is a powerful piece of American history. It stands as a wartime relic containing real silver, a unique minting design, deep historical importance, and strong demand in today's collector market. With rising interest in vintage U.S. coins, this piece remains an excellent collectible with lasting value and undeniable significance. Next up, the Monticello 5-cent Jefferson nickel from 1941, without a mint mark, seen here in very fine condition. This coin represents a remarkable era in American coinage just before the United States entered World War II, and it continues to attract powerful attention in today's coin market due to its age, condition, design, and growing collector demand. The Jefferson nickel series began in 1938, replacing the famous Buffalo nickel. Designed to honor President Thomas Jefferson, the new coin brought a fresh, modern look to U.S. currency while also showcasing a vital piece of American architecture, Monticello Jefferson's Virginia residence. By 1941, the design had become well-established and widely circulated, making coins from this year an essential part of early series collections. This 1941 issue was minted before wartime metal changes and therefore carries its original composition of 75% copper and 25% nickel. This gives the coin strength, durability, and a classic metallic shine that collectors admire. In very fine condition, the details remain visible and defined, showing that this coin has stood the test of time while maintaining much of its original beauty. The obverse features Felix Schlag's portrait of Thomas Jefferson. Even in circulated form, the design retains elegance and depth. Jefferson's profile appears strong and refined, representing leadership and intellectual influence at a time when the nation was preparing for global conflict. The lettering around the portrait remains clear and sharp, adding to overall visual appeal. On the reverse, we see the iconic Monticello building, one of the most recognized structures in American history. In very fine condition, architectural lines, pillars, and roof contours remain clearly visible. This detail is important because reverse wear is common on older nickels, and strong remaining texture increases collector demand significantly. One defining feature of this coin is the absence of a mint mark, identifying it as a Philadelphia issue. Before 1980, coins from Philadelphia typically did not display a mint mark, making no-mark nickels historically significant. Collectors often value these early Philadelphia pieces because they represent the original production hub of U.S. coinage and form the foundation of any complete Jefferson nickel set. What makes the 1941 nickel especially desirable is its position just before America entered World War II. Starting in 1942, nickel was removed from the coin's composition for military use, but this 1941 example is one of the final pre-war issues struck in the classic metal blend. This gives it both historical identity and separation from later wartime silver nickels, creating unique interest across different collecting categories. Another reason collectors seek this coin is its comparatively low survival rate in higher grades. Although millions were minted, most circulated heavily through the 1950s and 1960s, leaving fewer well-preserved examples today. Very fine condition stands out because many remaining coins show far heavier wear, making yours a desirable mid-grade piece with strong visual quality. Collectors love coins that balance age, rarity, and affordability, and the 1941 Jefferson nickel fits perfectly into that category. It appeals to beginners who want a historic U.S. coin and to advanced numismatists building a complete series set. Its value continues to rise as pre-1950 coins become more scarce and collectors shift attention from modern issues to vintage American currency. This coin holds strong demand in the action market, especially when presented with high-quality photos, condition details, and historical background. Buyers are increasingly searching for early series Jefferson nickels and 1941 pieces without mint marks draw attention because they represent the pure pre-war era. Demand also grows when sellers highlight condition aspects such as visible date, sharp rims, and strong reverse detail. Regarding value, 1941 Jefferson nickels can bring impressive returns depending on condition, tone, and collector interest. Fine and very fine examples often command strong premiums over face value, especially when listing appeal and historical presentation increase competitive bidding. The market continues to trend upward as more collectors aim to complete year-end mint sets that require this specific coin. To protect and increase value further, it is important to store the coin properly. Placing it in a protective holder prevents future scratching or oxidation while preserving natural tone. Avoid cleaning the coin, as original surfaces matter more than brightness, and collectors always prefer coins that retain authentic circulation wear rather than polished finishes. If you plan to sell, coin shows, specialty auction houses, and online numismatic marketplaces are excellent platforms for reaching serious buyers. Highlight the coin's early series status, very fine condition, and pre-war composition to maximize visibility. Storytelling increases value, so emphasize the historical period and national importance of 1941. In conclusion, the 1941 Monticello 5-cent Jefferson nickel, without a mint mark in very fine condition, is a powerful collector piece. It blends history, original design, strong remaining detail, and rising demand into a coin that continues to grow in value. Whether held as part of a personal investment collection or offered in the action market, this coin stands as a remarkable piece of American numismatic heritage with long-term potential and undeniable significance. Next up, the Monticello 5-cent Jefferson nickel from 1944 with the P mint mark, shown in black circulated condition. Although worn from its journey through American history, this coin remains a valuable and highly sought-after collectible in today's action market due to its unique wartime composition, limited run, and strong collector interest. The year 1944 places this coin directly in the heart of World War II. During this period, the United States Mint altered the nickel's metal composition to conserve essential materials needed for military equipment. Instead of the normal copper-nickel blend, these wartime nickels were minted using an alloy of silver, copper, and manganese, creating a coin that is not only historically significant, but also contains real silver content. This change in composition makes the 1944 Jefferson nickel dramatically different from pre-war and post-war issues, elevating its desirability to collectors. The presence of silver gives these wartime nickels a unique appearance and special place in numismatic history. Even in circulated black condition, the metal's aged tone adds character and authenticity, reminding collectors that the coin survived one of the most defining eras in global history. Another standout feature is the large P mint mark located above Monticello on the reverse. This was the first time Philadelphia used a visible mint mark on circulating U.S. coins, making the 1944 P nickel especially meaningful. The bold mint mark helps collectors easily confirm the coin as a wartime silver issue rather than a standard alloy piece, instantly increasing interest and value. The obverse features Felix Schlag's timeless portrait of Thomas Jefferson, maintaining its classic U.S. coinage identity. In circulated condition, where marks tell a story of decades of movement through the hands of citizens during war recovery, industrial expansion, and changing American economics. The worn yet visible profile remains a symbol of leadership and national foundation. On the reverse, Monticello appears with its architecture still present despite age and circulation. The structure represents Jefferson's contributions not only as president, but also as a visionary thinker, architect, and founding figure. Even with darkened surfaces, the reverse maintains historical elegance that collectors appreciate as they search for coins with authenticity rather than modern polishing. Wartime nickels hold an advantage because they were minted only from 1942 to 1945, making the series short, completable, and in high demand. The 1944 P issue stands among the key pieces required to finish a silver alloy Jefferson nickel set. Limited survival and strong condition makes even circulated pieces valuable, especially when metal composition and mint mark are intact. Collectors today pursue wartime nickels not only for their numismatic value, but also for their precious metal composition. While not large in silver weight, demand rises with silver market trends, historical proof, and rarity. The black circulated tone adds a raw historical appearance that some collectors find more appealing than polished coins because it shows original life rather than post-mint alteration. In the action market, coins like this perform extremely well when described properly, highlighting the fact that this is a wartime silver alloy coin, a Philadelphia minted issue, and part of a historically short series dramatically increases competitive bidding. Buyers appreciate full condition disclosure, especially when original details remain visible despite circulation. In terms of market value, 1944 P. Jefferson nickels can command strong premiums over face value, with prices increasing based on silver content, surface originality, condition, and historical context. Even circulated examples attract buyers because wartime silver nickels grow more scarce each year as pieces are hoarded or lost to time. The demand remains consistent and continues to rise as collectors focus on vintage U.S. silver coins. To protect long-term value, the coin should be stored safely in a protective holder to avoid further wear and environmental damage. Since wartime silver can tarnish easily, keeping it in a dry, low-moisture environment helps maintain its condition. Avoid cleaning, as natural patina is part of the historical character, and cleaning can reduce value dramatically. Collectors looking to upgrade or expand their wartime nickel portfolio will find this coin an essential acquisition. It bridges the worlds of numismatics, American history, and silver stacking all at once. When listing it for sale, include historical context, highlight its silver composition, and show clear close-up photos of the mint mark and date to attract serious buyers. For anyone building a Jefferson nickel collection, the 1944 P is not just another date. Its wartime character makes it a cornerstone coin that strengthens the overall depth of any set. Whether part of a themed collection or standing alone as a historical display, its story instantly captures attention. In conclusion, the 1944 Monticello 5-cent Jefferson nickel with P mint mark in black circulated condition is an extraordinary piece of American history with enduring numismatic value. It holds significance as a wartime silver issue, features the first major use of a prominent Philadelphia mint mark, and remains a top collectible due to demand, rarity, and historical power. This coin is more than currency. It is a preserved symbol of resilience, heritage, and American legacy. Next up, the 1954 Monticello 5-cent Jefferson nickel without a mint mark, a coin that stands out even in a dirty circulated condition. If you've got one lying around, be prepared. This small nickel could be holding major value and serious collector appeal. The 1954 Jefferson nickel comes from an iconic era of American coinage. Post-war America was booming, industries were expanding, and currency production was in full swing. This coin represents a time when design, craftsmanship, and history merged to create a piece that collectors still chase today. The absence of a mint mark tells us it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, the center of U.S. coin production and a key location in coin collecting history. Historically, the Jefferson nickel series began in 1938 to replace the Buffalo nickel and honor Thomas Jefferson, one of the most influential figures in United States history. The 1954 issue continued that legacy, reflecting America's pride, heritage, and artistic direction through its numismatic features. Coins from this era are becoming increasingly sought after as collectors turn their attention to mid-20th century circulation pieces. What makes this coin truly special is its unique design, which includes a sharp portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and the Grand Monticello building on the reverse. These designs stayed mostly unchanged for decades, but coins like the 1954 no-mint mark version hold extra significance because their original details represent the era before major redesigns and modern minting techniques. Even in dirty circulated condition, a 1954 Jefferson nickel can stand out due to its age, metal composition, and preserved history. Dirt on the surface doesn't erase value. In many cases, it highlights authenticity and originality, proving the coin has traveled through time while keeping its form intact. For collectors, this condition often increases curiosity and demand. Collectors value this coin for more than just age. It carries a strong demand due to its design alignment, minting location, and limited surviving population today. Many were heavily circulated in daily trade, meaning fewer high-quality examples remain. Finding one today in any collectible condition, especially with strong details, can make it a great discovery. When it comes to rarity, the 1954 no-mint mark nickel holds a special place. While millions were struck, only a percentage survive today, and far fewer remain in collectible condition. Dirty circulated pieces that still maintain visible details are increasingly hard to find, and demand continues to rise as collectors complete full Jefferson nickel sets. This coin is highly desirable among full-set collectors, metal composition enthusiasts, and those who collect key-era nickel issues. Many people underestimate common-year nickels, but 1954 holds unique significance due to its transitional place in the series, making it particularly appealing in today's numismatic world. Now let's talk value. The coin's worth depends on condition, visual appeal, and collector demand. Even in circulated and dirty condition, the coin can bring in impressive value because of its age and history. Values are rising as more collectors enter the market and mid-century coins become increasingly hot investments. A typical circulated 1954 no-mint mark nickel can draw several dollars to higher amounts, especially when sold to the right buyer or auction market. If details remain sharp, if color gives a vintage appeal, or if the coin carries unique patina from decades of circulation, its value can increase significantly beyond standard pricing guides. In higher circulated grades, these coins may attract double-digit value, especially when collectors seek original, untouched examples. Some coins with standout eye appeal, even in dirty condition, can be priced at premium levels due to sentimental and historical demand, not just condition grade. Uncirculated versions of this coin, while rare, can reach much higher values. However, circulated pieces remain incredibly popular because they offer authenticity and affordability while still representing major historical significance. This makes the 1954 nickel the perfect mix between collector interest and investment opportunity. If you're a collector, always handle your coin gently and avoid cleaning it. A dirty nickel can hold more appeal and value than a polished one because original surfaces are preferred. Store it in a protective holder to prevent further wear, and consider grading services if details are sharp enough to stand out. Finding this coin in change, in old jars, or in inherited collections is a real possibility. Many valuable coins hide in everyday places, and this 1954 nickel proves that even coins that look worn or dirty can hold hidden wealth. Always inspect older nickels carefully. You never know what treasure you're holding. The 1954 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark is more than just old currency. It's a conversation piece, a collectible investment, and a preserved piece of American history. Its growing demand, classic design, and rising market value make it a standout coin that collectors proudly add to their collections. So if you own one of these coins, especially in its authentic, untouched condition, hold on to it. The market is strong, demand is high, and collectors are always searching for coins just like yours. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more rare coin discoveries that could transform your collection and maybe even your wallet. Next up, the 1974 Monticello 5-cent Jefferson nickel without a mint mark, found in a black, dirty circulated condition, yet still holding impressive history, value, and collector appeal. The 1974 Jefferson nickel comes from a bold era of United States coinage, a time when America was transitioning into new modern minting styles, while still maintaining classic designs from earlier decades. The absence of a mint mark tells us it was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which has always been known for high-value numismatic issues and coins that become key additions to full-series collections. This coin is part of the long-running Jefferson nickel series that began in 1938 to honor Thomas Jefferson and continued for decades as one of the most iconic and widely circulated coins in U.S. history. The year 1974 sits in an important period right before major modern design shifts, making original strikes from this time extremely desirable among collectors today. What makes the 1974 issue especially interesting is its adherence to the traditional long-standing design. On the obverse, we see a bold portrait of Thomas Jefferson facing left, capturing strength and leadership. On the reverse, the famous Monticello building appears with clean architecture and historical symbolism. Collectors appreciate this design as one of America's most recognizable coin artworks. Now let's talk condition. Even in a black, dirty, circulated state, a 1974 nickel carries real intrigue because that natural surface tone can indicate age, history, and untouched originality. Many collectors love coins with authentic patina, as it reflects the journey the coin experienced over decades in circulation without artificial cleaning or alteration. A coin like this holds strong presence because its appearance sets it apart. The deep and dark tone can enhance visual appeal and reflect a vintage character that new uncirculated coins simply cannot replicate. Some collectors specifically seek tones like this for display sets or historical theme collections. While the 1974 nickel was widely minted, finding one today in original circulated condition with dark surface character and preserved details is becoming more uncommon. Many pieces have been lost, damaged, corroded, or reused in metal projects, making well-preserved examples rarer with every passing year. Collectors of full Jefferson nickel sets often need these Philadelphia issues to complete their runs, and authentic circulated examples are viewed as essential for representing real-world circulation history. This creates a strong demand in the market, especially for coins that carry natural patina and originality like this one. Let's move to market value. While value varies depending on eye appeal, demand, and the buyer's interest, the 1974 no-mint mark nickel in a standout circulated condition can attract premium attention. Coins with noticeable details, strong edges, and untouched surfaces often sell above common price expectations. In circulated blacktone condition, these coins can bring worth from a few dollars to higher value, depending on how collectors respond to the condition and uniqueness. Some buyers love aged pieces with natural character, especially when they have deep tone and historic preservation. Higher-grade circulated examples or coins with strong contrast and detail can demand even more, especially when sold in auction environments or private collector sales. With coin values rising across mid-1970s U.S. issues, the 1974 nickel continues to gain attention and appreciation in the market. Uncirculated examples from this year can reach significantly higher values, but circulated pieces remain popular because they offer authenticity, affordability, and strong historical character. The coin bridges the gap between accessible collecting and investment-level numismatics. If you own one, proper handling is key. Do not clean or polish the coin, as cleaning can remove natural elements that collectors value. Store it in a protective flip or album sleeve to maintain its condition and prevent additional, where so it can continue increasing in value over time. Finding coins like this can happen anywhere: old drawers, inherited coin jars, thrift store finds, or change from circulation. It proves that valuable coins don't always shine. Sometimes their worth is hidden behind age, color, and original use. This 1974 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark is more than just old currency. It's a piece of U.S. history, a collector's prize, and a coin with rising demand in today's numismatic market. Its condition, design, and place in the series give it strong presence and great long-term potential. If you have one of these coins, especially in untouched, dirty condition, keep it safe and consider it a valuable addition to your collection. The market for Jefferson nickels is growing. Demand is strong, and coins like this are gaining the recognition they truly deserve. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more rare coin discoveries that could turn small change into big fortune. Next up, the 1956 Monticello 5-cent Jefferson nickel with the prestigious Denver mint mark. Even in dirty circulated condition, this coin stands as a powerful collectible, carrying real value in today's active coin market and attracting serious collectors who appreciate originality and authentic vintage appeal. The Jefferson nickel series began in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel, and quickly became a symbol of American design excellence. By 1956, the United States Mint was producing coins during a period of post-war economic growth, cultural change, and national development. This makes coins from the 1950s extremely desirable because they capture a powerful era of American history, reflecting both artistic craftsmanship and historic context. The 1956 nickel was struck at the Denver Mint, which is known for producing strong circulation coins that entered active commerce nationwide. The presence of the D Mint mark adds an important layer of collectible significance, setting it apart from its Philadelphia counterparts and increasing demand among collectors who build mint-specific sets or track Denver-struck mint lines. On the obverse, the coin proudly features the portrait of Thomas Jefferson, a founding father, statesman, and visionary whose legacy continues to inspire. Even in dirty condition, the portrait retains historical presence and character, showcasing sharp design principles that defined mid-century U.S. coinage. Natural wear and patina enhance the story behind the coin, proving it has lived through decades of circulation and real economic activity. The reverse highlights the iconic Monticello building, Jefferson's monumental estate, presented with balanced architectural lines and classical elegance. This detailed design remains one of the most recognizable elements in American coinage and has helped the Jefferson nickel earn its strong collectible status. The Denver strike quality often gives sharper relief, making surviving examples visually appealing even after years of use. Collectors value coins with original, untouched surfaces, and the dirty condition of this specimen gives it authenticity rather than diminishing its appeal. Aged toning, darker coloration, and surface texture tell a unique story that polished or cleaned coins cannot replicate. Natural condition coins are rising in demand because collectors see them as genuine historical artifacts rather than altered metal. As time passes, fewer 1956 D nickels remain in circulation, and those that do exist continue disappearing into private collections. This gradual decline increases rarity and boosts long-term market potential. Surviving coins with readable details, visible Monticello structure, and defined lettering are particularly valued by enthusiasts searching for mid-century mint marks. This coin appeals to collectors assembling complete Jefferson nickel date runs, mint mark sets, 1950s-era currency collections, and historic American coin portfolios. Its versatility makes it a strategic addition for both beginners and advanced collectors who recognize the power of a vintage Denver issue with authentic age and character. Strong collector demand ensures that this coin carries real value in today's sale platforms, including online auctions, coin shops, estate collections, and private buyers. While prices vary depending on detail sharpness and visual eye appeal, circulated dirty examples still command more than face value due to age, historical significance, and mint identity. With rising interest in mid-century U.S. coins, price trends continue upward. Special examples with preserved rims, bold lettering, and visible Monticello detail can attract even higher offers. As the market continues to expand and collectors compete for untouched older nickels, this coin's long-term value outlook remains promising. Many buyers actively seek original patina pieces, giving coins like this strong resale potential. Proper storage is essential to maintain the coin's value. Instead of cleaning or polishing, which removes natural toning and reduces historical authenticity, collectors should gently store the coin in protective holders, flips, or plastic capsules. Keeping the coin untouched allows it to continue aging gracefully while retaining its collectible strength. The 1956 D. Jefferson nickel is not only an artifact of currency, it is a piece of American heritage. It represents a time of industrial growth, national pride, and artistic design rooted in tradition. Holding this coin means holding a snapshot of economic and cultural history preserved in metal. This coin can appear anywhere: inherited boxes, old coffee cans filled with spare change, antique markets, garage sales, or long-stored coin jars forgotten over time. The thrill of discovering a vintage Denver nickel adds excitement to coin hunting and rewards collectors who keep an eye out for historic dates. Collectors appreciate this coin for its unique balance of age, authenticity, and demand. The darker surface makes it stand out visually, giving it a bold presence that enhances display collections and historical sets. It contributes depth and character to any portfolio, making it more than just another vintage nickel. The 1956 Jefferson nickel with the D Mint mark remains a strong choice for both collection and investment purposes. With rising demand, authentic circulated appearance, and powerful historical identity, this coin represents real value and future potential. Preserve it, protect it, and appreciated as one of the timeless treasures of mid-century American coinage.